Welcome back to Table Talk. I would like to introduce our first guest for the day, Miss Kennette Dixson with Warren Arts and Miss Anna Sands with the Cumberland Biscuit Company. Welcome to the show today, ladies. Exciting things going on, continuing on with Warren Arts, and then you've, I guess, stepped in here and partnered with the Cumberland Biscuit Company.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit, Kennette, about how this production is a little bit different for Warren Arts.
Well, this is the first time we've had a meal with a show. It's going to be an exciting show. Cafe Murder is the title, and it is about a group of sisters who are celebrating a birthday dinner at Cumberland Biscuit Company.
Okay, so the young ladies, I guess, come together, and the audience gets to kind of listen in on the conversation and make some decisions, I guess, about who they are. You tell us a little bit, how does the audience get involved?
Well, the excitement happens right there in the audience. The audience will have an opportunity to not only witness, but to interview and interact with the actors. And they get to make a decision on who they think the murderer is.
That sounds fun, because you're in there trying to figure out the guilty party based upon these clues. And I think of the classic board game Clue and how fun that always was when we were kids and playing that, and that kind of reminds me of it.
Yes.
Anna, tell us a little bit about the dinner portion of the event, which that's way different than anything you all have done before.
Yes, it is. We're very excited to team up with Warren Arts. And as most people know, we are a breakfast, but we also serve brunch. So we are combining some new items for the show, like a creamed spinach plus a little spring salad mix with some of our regular items, such as our crab cakes. Each guest will get the choice of crab cakes or grilled chicken. And our chef is from Louisiana. She hand pats the crab cakes, so we use our own recipe. We're also going to team up with Tops Frozen Yogurt to provide part of the dessert. So we also have waffles in the morning at Cumberland Biscuit, but we're going to top those waffles with frozen yogurt for the dessert. So we're very excited.
All right. And Cumberland Biscuit, that's been a great addition to downtown.
Thank
you guys always seem very, very busy, and just a neat place to go, take the family, take guests.
Thank you.
Doing a great job. I've tried it out once, and I highly recommend it. So who, Kennette, can we look forward to seeing in this production? Faces that we've seen in Warren Productions before?
Faces that you know. Locals, Rob Nunley, Mary Wanamaker, Rachel McGee, Julie Cantrell are the adults in the production. Then we have some younger adults, Allie Dixson, Colton Smith, Christian Weeder, Jaden Pobern, Jacob Rosner, and Kaylee Moore.
All right. I remember seeing many of those faces in the Back to the 80s play, and that was a lot of fun. They all did a fabulous job in their roles in that, and you can tell everybody's coming a long way with their skill sets in acting, and Rob is a hoot in any production that he's in. So.
I will tell you that Rob definitely, you need to come just to see Rob.
Okay. He always puts on a great show. So this is your first time directing a show like this?
Yes, it is.
You know, we've talked about the audience participation. How has this differed for you as far as directing?
I think it's just different because you have to the actors have to be more on their toes, because you don't know what the audience is going to necessarily,
how they're going to react, what they're going to say. So you have to be ready to feed off of the audience.
Lots of improv.
Well, so that takes a lot. A lot of these people are pretty experienced actors at this point. So
yes, most of them are.
Okay. And then it's actually located, we'll say this again, at the Cumberland Biscuit Company, not at the address that we've normally gone to on Red Road. So tell us some details about, Anna, about how to get the tickets and all of those things.
Okay. There are a few ways to get tickets. The main way is warrenartstn.ticketbiscuit.com. Ticket Leap. So you can buy those online. If you are friends with Warren Arts on Facebook, you can go through the link on Facebook. Also now, as of this week, they can purchase tickets at the Cumberland Biscuit Company.
Okay, and what is the date of the production?
It is the 28th, Saturday night the 28th.
Okay, the 28th. Okay, so just get your tickets ahead of time and come hungry for
Yes.
sure.
We are open Thursday through Sunday, 7 to 1:30, so anytime during that time, then we can purchase tickets there.
Okay, excellent. Well, we are really looking forward to this new, and you said, we talked a little bit beforehand, this is not going to be the only dinner type theater production that you're looking at doing.
We have something else in the works for later in the year.
Good, good. Well, we always look forward to having Warren Arts, and tell me the full name of the organization, I guess.
Warren
you
Arts
call your
Foundation.
Foundation.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Local company involving adults and kids in acting and all kinds of different artistic events coming up in Warren County. Thank you both so much for being on the show today. That's all for our first segment. We'll be right back with more Table Talk.